Okay, so this is a video tutorial that I'm hoping will help you with this first 3 Pascal assignment. I have already installed the software files. I have these two directories created automatically. I have created 3 additional directories or folders, the exe, MSD, and my units. So if you want to create, I'm in Window Explorer, to create a new folder, you just so click outside and then you go new and folder and say not, folder that I don't need. That's how I created these other 3. Okay, so I delete it. And then you go to Blackboard, and from there you get okay, so you'll see this video. I'm going to upload it new. I'm re-recording it. So you have the zip file, and you're going to go to Windows, FPC, My Units. It's already there. I'm overwriting it, and so it's here. Double click on it. You select all files, say copy. There are other ways you can extract from, but these are small files, and it takes equal amount of short time to extract them the way you saw, copy and paste. And these are text files, so you double click on any of them and you can see inside of the units. These are called units. So for example, MeKin2D, this is where you're seeing the the crank. So you have the subroutine that is calculating kinematics of the crank, and there are others not yet used. And then there is a libmex, and I think this is where we'll label join, label link. I'm looking for the one that is drawing is it this one? Okay, yes, I was looking for a one for that's drawing the link. Okay, so you also see this right after G crank. You see this subroutine procedure being called. Okay, I'm saving it. What else? So I start and I have already already created that crank file. So you go new, or before that you change directory. You go to FPC and MSD, change directory, okay, and you start a new file, and you save it. Save as crank. You type here crank, and it's overwriting the existing one. So now I have an empty file named crank, and it's here MSD. Well, I was around doing things, so at this point you'll have everything looking like this. Okay, an empty PS file. Back to Blackboard. So you open the PDF file, and I'm assuming you've been following these or implementing these changes. So one was to go to compiler and take care of these buttons, and then you go to directories and you add this line. Nothing here. You add this line, and then on miscellaneous you add this. Make sure that this exe output directory executable is this one. Okay. So this is the PDF assignment, and what you do, you're selecting you're selecting the text, and you go to the blank PS pass file, and you go to edit and paste from Windows. It's also copy to Windows. They are local copy and paste, so paste from Windows, and you go all the way to the bottom, and then there's some more on the second page, and you go and copy, and then back to Pascal, and you say edit paste from Windows. This was a program that was working, so I can compile it. Build, it takes care of recompiling everything, unit files also, no error, and then you go run, and you're seeing the crank rotating. Okay, you must let it perform one full rotation in order to have a complete DXF file, and it went past one full rotation. To stop the simulation, you click on this, the FBC tab here, and you click escape. Okay, so I'm back where I was, and then if you want, now I have the DXF file. DXF files, I can open them with Notepad, and this is how they look like. They are essentially text files with description of, a polyline. It's a polyline, and these are coordinates of the vertices, and some identities that you may be able. There's lines, there's circles probably. Anyway, and a header, explaining the type of lines used and so forth. Okay, so if you're in AutoCAD, you can type DXF in and then select this file, and you should be able to open it. Alright, one last thing before stopping recording. I'm expecting you to take care of indenting the way you saw it in living spaces, the way you saw it in the PDF. We want source code to be A-rated, okay, and show the program structure by indenting lines. So this is the repeat, and goes, so it's repeat until like right here. So everything else should be indented. There's a quick key for it's Control I, Control U. Well, it might not work with this installation. Anyway, if not, you just add blank space. So I have the repeat until now that I want to indent. Alright, indented by 2, and then this is the if. So begin end, there's an okay. So I believe this is the way it was shown with some spacing. I'm telling you now, what this does is incrementing by 1 the repeat, the current position number. I pause. It goes from 1 until well, it's the escape key is pressed, but once this counter I pause goes bigger than end pause, it's reset to 1. And inc I pause, it's incrementing I pause by 1. That's the question. What is this doing? And it has to occur in your reporting. Don't forget, I'm asking you to this time is you have to type in the program line by line. So you're in you start, so save, and you begin new, and you save it, save as, for loop. And you'd have to copy the lines here. So you begin program, and then uses, and so forth. And then I'm asking you to run and take a screenshot of, and you replace the stars with your name. Why is that? For you to see how a for I equals 1 to n, so this is the counter, and it goes until n equals 10 in this case, and everything happens between begin and end. Okay, so this being said, I'm stopping the recording. Hope this helps. Feel free to email me with additional questions.